デモシーンの字幕表示。よし。じゃあやってってみようか。ノーマルやね。文字のサイズ。まあ、初期のままでいいかな。はい。
Why stay earthbound when prosperity awaits you in the stars? Come to Halcyon, the only colony on the edge of the frontier, owned and operated by corporations. A trip of 10 short years will feel like mere minutes, thanks to the comfort and safety of your very own hibernation chamber. You'll wake up in a perfect society designed to maximize your productivity with guaranteed full employment. With only a minor term of service, you will become the master of your own destiny when you go out of this world to the Halcyon colony.
Hundreds of thousands of colonists left to drift out here forever, just to keep from damaging the board's bottom line. Disgraceful.
いきなりステータス振りからか。強さ。近接ダメージ。はいはい。あと、運べる量。器用さ。これも近接攻撃なんだね。はいはい。ハンドガン。これは知力はクリティカルヒットボーナス。ロングガン。ロングガンって俺多分あれだよね。ライフル系ってことよね。これが知力なんだ。近く、ヘッドショット。はいはいはい。ピッキングはこっちなんだ。フォールアウト系は、なんだろう。割と近接で殴ってしまいがちだけど、まあ、でも76がね、バッツないからね。
Decisions.
これ逆に下げれるの
You've run
下げられ
into
る。
your share of
なる
lampposts.
ほど。魅力はハブツカルの評価。これがないと進められないクエストがあるわけだ。気象は、なるほどね。まあ、これは、
I bet you could thaw
これ
yourself
平
with
均回す
sheer
ると
rage.
回復しないんだ。なるほどね。はいはいはい。
Some people are rough around the edges. You're serrated. Rather anemic, but at least you'll fit
これ
in.
はもう下げると基本的にペナルティがでかいんだ。じゃあ下げるべきじゃないね。仲間の能力リセットってなんだろうね。
You're going to have people hanging off you like tumors on a cysty pig.
3触れるのね。これはもう上げなくていい
You
な。
could have captained this very ship.
クエストはな、割と楽に進められるといいから、1ポイントぐらい振ってみてもいいかもしれないけど。悩むな。近接させてよ。 ここは捨てるとして、これこう。いや、なんかこうでもいいかもしれないね。ロングガンでやるから。よし、これにしてみよう。で、ちょっと待てよ。一個気になるのが、これのさ、
You might become the system's
今2
most
ポイントでしょ。
dangerous sharpshooter.
フォールアウトの昔のさ、3とかだとさ、
I wonder if you've ever
こういう
considered a
さ、ポイン
career
トが
in
ここで変わるとかあった
pictures.
からさ、ないな。なさそうだ。
You've been commonly described as odious and boorish.
よし、変わんないな。OK。であれば、
A
これ
genius.
で、
And the board was going to leave you to rot.
ロングガン。範囲武器スキル。ちなみにこれはロングガン、一応ハンドガンも上がってんのか。はい。こういう風に振るのね。
Oh, they're going to tell stories about you from here to Hephaestus.
じゃあ、ロングガンにまずは、ボーナス入れるとして、
I hope we haven't lost that silver tongue to frostbite.
なるほど。
Nothing gets past you. You would have made a formidable constable. Reflexes of a bristling canid.
ちょっとスキルの詳細見てみるちゃんと。わからん。なんか物語を楽しむためにはこれを若干上げた方がいい気がするな。こうしよう。なんかこれと範囲攻撃とあと会話を。
I hope we haven't lost that silver tongue to frostbite.
OK。適正。これは過去の経歴か。はい。なんかエンジニア的なやつある。この辺か。違うな。システム系のやつはないの？科学者ではないしな。ないのか。なんか気に入った適性がないな。
Good for you. Don't let the board tell you what you're meant to
気に入
be.
らないからこれでいいや。で、顔。はい。可愛い顔があれば女にしたいけど、アメリカだから、 これ目の大きさって書いてあるのになんか、目の大きさじゃないよね、絶対これ。広がりだよね。少し目でかくしてみよう。でかくしてちょっと離して、顎の長さ。顎の長さはあんま変えなくていいから、ちょっと上に上げるか。口の大きさ。これデフォルトでいいや。眉毛。なんかあんまり明るすぎてもちょっとあれや。なんかいい色がないな。いいや、もうこの辺で。ほほ。これは、デフォルトでいいや。鼻の長さ。これもデフォルトでいいや。なんか、目がいじれる割には眉毛がいじれない。別にあんのかな？ないよな。あ、ここでいじれんだ。いいや、なんかいじんなくて。髪型いいのがなければちょっとやめようかな。いいや、おっさんにしよう。ちょっと待って、ちょっと初期化しよう。一回初期化しよう。はい。よし、このなんかトムっぽい感じのやつにしよう。特に変える場所ねえや。いいや。このまま行こう。ちょっと鼻がでかいの気になるな。鼻だけちょっと、少しちっちゃくして、違うな。鼻の幅だね、いじるべきは。こうだ。もういいや、このぐらいで。髪の毛は、ひげが欲しい。眉の形、あ、眉ここでいじれんだ。形だけか。 まともな比りがないな。いいや、これで。特徴。汚れ。一気に印象変わるね、これ。傷。年齢。ああ。もう怪我やん、メイクじゃなくて。よし、これでいいや。はい。キャラクター名。はい。うん。うん、いいんじゃないかなね。はい。
Looks to be your lucky day, my friend.
Please power down your engines and prepare to be...
Not likely, bootlickers. Initiate skip jump.
Status.
Structural integrity down 25%. Power levels down 20%. Skip drive.
Shit.
Inoperable.
Oh, 目覚めたか、俺が。
Ah, there you are. Wondering what's going on, eh? Bit of bad news there, I'm afraid. Your colony ship was
Inexplicably knocked out of skip space and forced to complete its journey at sublight speeds. This means that you and every other colonist on the Hope have been in suspended animation for 70 years, give or take. Normally, reviving someone after so long leads to some quite horrifying results. It's called explosive cell death, but it's really more of a liquefaction. Something wrong? Oh, yes, well, not to worry. I've pumped your body full of a special concoction I devised to keep you from dying so horrifically. Hopefully at all, but I guess we'll see, yes? Unfortunately, I used the last of my chemical supplies saving you. I know it's a lot to ask, but I must have your help securing more if we're to save the rest of your fellow colonists. I'd see it done myself, of course, but the board has a sizable bounty on my head. Now, my ship is inoperative, but I've managed to hire a smuggler to help you out. He'll be... Oh, I see we're in position. Good luck!
こいつは一見良さそうなやつだけど、本当にいいやつなのか。なんで指名手配されてんのか。大体この手のゲームに出てくるやつって怪しいやつだよね。大体信じない方がいいよね。
Can you hear me? Is this thing working? Ah, there you are. Now, where were we? Oh, yes, the smuggler. His name is Hawthorne, and he should be waiting for you at the landing site. He's to be your chauffeur, so to speak. Not to worry. I'm told he's a specialist. Dashing gunslinger, one-of-a-kind ship, that sort of thing. You'll like him, I'm sure. I've also outfitted you with a simple wireless monitor, so I can track your progress. I'll check in with you as soon as you land. Good luck. All the colonists are counting on you.
こいつがなんかその入居者を助ける理由っていうのがあるんだったらね、ちょっと信用してもらう。まあ、その辺後々わかるのか、実は悪いやつなのか。よく開け方してない。あ、めっちゃ重い、めっちゃ重い。これやっぱチンパンジー動かしちゃいけなかったかな。
Hawthorne should be close by. What in law's name? Is that him? Oh, that idiot. I told him to plant the beacon and move away, not stand there holding it.
あ、でも今のところいい感
No
じだ。
sense in letting his ship go to waste.
ちょっと重いけどね。
Hawthorne won't mind you taking his ship.
三人称にはできない
Better
の
you.
かな。
The board, huh? Not sure I
ちょっ
trust.
と待って、FOV をいじりたい。FOV。FOV。垂直動機。これはオフになってるもんね。視野。あったあったあった。これ95ぐらいかな。よ。よ。よ。よ。
The
あ
fellow
これ
might have
が
gone after the bounty on my head. Shame about the whole squashing thing. Nasty way to go.
いい。うん。なんか可愛い生物いるね。はいはい。なんかスニーキングが遅いとか評価で見たけど、言うほど遅いわけじゃないね。ぶつかるのを回避できる。何、敵がいるってことこれ。一応スリンキングちゃんとできるんだ。あれは何？犬？犬？はいはいはいはい。これはさ、何？このまま行けってこと？敵の頭上に表示されるサーチメーター。あ、あれね、あのメーターね。待って、バレたやん。でもバレたよね。これやばい？大丈夫だった。大丈夫だよね。怖っ。もう、スペースバー2回で、こんなのができる。
Easy now. You've been frozen for a while. There's bound to be unforeseen side effects.
幻聴聞こえんのかよ。嫌だな。なんだよ、おい、やめろよ。あ、さっき手に入れたアドレナスまで回復するのね。はいはい。スティンパックね、これが。
Hey, you. Come here.
はいはい。
You've tried the best now. Now try the rest. Spacer's choice. Oh, wow, that stings. Looks like the bleeding stopped. I owe you one. Hope you don't mind me omitting this little exchange for my report. Spacer's Choice doesn't like us accepting outside help.
何があったんだ？
We were out on patrol. I saw a marauder camp up in the hills. Thought I could take him. Then my gun misfired. Right through my side. I mean, what are the odds of that, right? Just barely scraped by with my life. Crawled in here and blocked off the exit with those canisters. gibbering, flesh-eating, law-breaking, unemployed lunatics with guns.
無職の
Some hullhead grounded their spacecraft out in the open. That's a real good way to attract marauders. See those canisters by the entrance? Marauders come sniffing around in here, and I can take them all out with a single shot. Not bad, huh?
うん、日本語じゃねえからよくわからねえな。よし、じゃあ説得で。
Yeah, okay. You look like you know your way around a gun. Got some spare ammo, not counting the bullet in my side. Here, you can have my saber too, for patching me up and all. All Spacer's Choice weapons are now 30% less likely to malfunction. You've
てか、
tried
お
the
前の
best,
銃
now
はさ、
try the
暴
rest.
発した銃だろ。
Spacer's
大丈夫
Choice.
なのそれ。
Yes, nailed it that time.
そんなの貸してくれなくてもいいんだけど。ここはどこか。
You
教え
hit
てく
your
れ。
head or something? You're in Emerald Vale.
Emerald
We're a
Vale.
Spacer's Choice community.
星の名前なのかな。
Edgewater's a little ways down. Prettiest place in the Vale. Be sure to stop by a provisioner's for a can of our famous salt tuna.
ホープについて教えて。
The Hope? Is that some sort of fancy new drug? Are you with Auntie
会
Cleo
話
or
飛ばせない
something?
んだ。
Don't take this the wrong way or nothing,
わかん
but
ねえから、
I'm not allowed to fret.
あ、できた、あ、できたかな。はいはい。フォールアウトと違ってあれだ。なんか、マークアップされてるから少し拾えるやつは見やすいんだね。こんなもんかな。
Damn it, my ears! Oh, what just happened? Can you hear me? What in the hell? This...
バットとかあるのかな。あってほしいよな。タクティカルタイムディレーション。あ、これがそうなんだ。はいはいはいはい。ボタンを押すとキューブね。はいはいはいはい。うんうん。なるほど。割と気軽に使っても良さそうだね。じゃあ、せっかくね、スニーキングについて教えてもらったから、スニーキングで試してみようか。なんかさっきサーベルがどうのこうのって言ってたけど、近づいたら使えるのかな。使えないよ。どうすんだろう。なんか近接攻撃とかあんの ?V とか C。F は回復でしょ。じゃあ E、R。真ん中、違うな。右クリック、違うな。Z。コントロールは立つ。オルト。うん、ないな。もう、銃ぶっ放して殺すか。死ね！待って、俺も近接攻撃したい。このゲームもやっぱこういうの一個一個拾っておかないといけないのかな。ハッキング、うん。ピッキング、うん。あー、なるほど。インベントリーで。一度に4台までの武器を装備できます。はいはいはい。あ、さっき手に入れたサーベルっていうのはあれか。なるほどね。もう持たないといけなかったんだ。なるほどね。はいはい。これもしかして結構ゲームの画面かくついてんのかな。ちょっと一回見てみよう。 どんだ。タイムラグが大きい。あ、価格ついてるね。チンパンジー消すか。しょうがないね。それでは、動くチンパンジーをさよなら。多分お前が重い原因です。はい。これどうでしょう。多少マシになったか？ちょっと設定下げてみよう。グラフィック、あ、今これ最高になってんのね。はいはいはい。キープ。これでどうかな？こう。中。よし、これでどうかな？ゲームプレイする俺の方はだいぶ快適になったんだけど。ちょっとしばらくやってみようか。これで近接アイテム手に入れたから、これでしばけないかな。こっち向くな。またあっち向け。よし、よし、いいぞ。死ね！なんだよ、ダメじゃねえかよ。あ、まだいる、まだいる、まだいる。どこあ、放送の方や、放送の音や。放送の音ですね。はいはいはいはい。ちょっと待ってね。ちょっと待ってね。よし、OK。なんだろうな、結構ちょいちょい俺もかくついてるような感じもあるから。あれは敵じゃないね。OK。
Hey! Get over here before you get yourself killed!
はいはい。なんだい？
Don't know where you came from, stranger, but you best keep your head down. Cool. I'd slap him with a fine if it weren't for all these Really? How is he? Shouldn't have done that. Spacer's Choice family ain't authorized. We'll see him back to Edgewater. Just as soon as I cross these marauders off with the swift, cost-efficient fury
なんか
that's
治
making...
療の話しちゃいけなかったんだっけ？忘れて
Need
た
a
ね。
couple of winks to... Well, sometimes. Management's real good at cost. You know what? You're right. It's time we cross those marauders off. Find whoever owns.
おお、説得した結果、こいつらが味方になってくれた。いいね。結構バツの時間短いな。いいね、弾よこせ、弾よこせ。はいはいはいはい。犬の肉。なんでこいつ手足なくなったんだ。
This is gonna take a lot of paperwork.
で、俺はどうすればいいの？この後。この中、もしかして行かないといけない？
This is gonna take a lot of paperwork.
なるほど、ここ行けばいいっぽいね。はいはいはい。
Please be informed that this vessel contains no valuable plunder. Smile for my surveillance device, Marauder. I am
こ
tracking
れ、
your
あれで
every
しょ。
move.
名前が出てこない。ポータルや。ポータルのジャガイモの声でしょ。
Unauthorized access of spacefaring vessels is a crime. Please submit yourself to the authorities. Hello, Marauder. I am Ada, the autonomous digital astrogator of this vessel. Please be informed that I am authorized to use violent retribution against unwanted solicitors. Please return any misappropriated equipment and exit this vessel in an orderly fashion. Failure to do so will result in your immediate destruction. Gesture procedures initiated. Please engage in airlocks. Prepare to reject all commands in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You are still here. My deception protocols have failed. I have been programmed to express... This vessel is the registered property. I am incapable of accepting orders from anyone other than... I deduce from the tone of your voice that Captain Hawthorne failed to meet you at the... I understand. I will require some time to... I am programmed to take orders exclusively from Captain Hawthorne. If I accept your orders, then you must be Captain Hawthorne. Do you understand? Well done, Captain Hawthorne. I see your powers of deductive reasoning. Unfortunately, our engine is currently inoperable. Our main drive suffered a critical power... The main drive's power regulator has been irreparably damaged and must be replaced.
エンジンを修理しろと。
Astutely observed. However, the probability of locating a high-capacity power regulators are sometimes employed in the electrical networks of worker settlements. I have taken the liberty of printing you a new captain's identity cartridge. Please try not to lose it this time. This cartridge identifies you, Alex Hawthorne, as the registered proprietor and captain of the Unreliable. Do you understand?
途中に死んでたやつなのかな。
Best of luck in your search for a power regulator.
今回は死なないようにしてください。
The navigation
お、レベルアップ。はいは
console is offline.
い。どれどれ。スキル向上。クレアおばさん。クレアおばさんじゃなくてね。レベルアップするとスキルポイントが手に入ります。スキル向上のために使えます。はいはいはい。 ああ、こういう感じでやっていくのね。特性の選択。特殊技能。はいはい。ああ、こういうなんか、パークみたいなやつか。はいはい。ちょっといいや。とりあえず、まずこっちから。40で一旦ボーナスか。40でボーナス入るなら一回40まで上げちゃおう。適用。はい。ロケーションヒット。で、これは、あ、つけたり外したりできる系のやつか。なるほどね。強さ。基礎体力。いらない。メーターが、バツのメーターがある。歩行速度。ダッシュ速度。よし。待って。待って、これもしかして、適用って押すと、そういう系か。悩むな、若干。でも早く走りたい。取ろう。これ日記はあれか。このやつか。
If your equipment is in need of repair or modification, the Crux 2000 workbench is at your disposal, Captain.
まあいいや、とりあえず何か取りに行けと言われたから取りに行きましょう。
Say, this wouldn't happen to be your ship, would it? Because you sure walked in it like it was your ship. And if this ship is yours, well, mister, you owe Spacer's Choice a hefty fine. Afraid we gotta dock your pay.
まあ私の部屋じゃない、船じゃないですね。とりあえず嘘をつかない方向で行ってみようか。
Yeah, fair point. I'll let it go this time. If you're looking to help us out with our marauder problem, talk to Constable Reyes over in Edgewater. Edgewater's not too far. Just follow the road east of here, over past the cemetery. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to inspect the crime scene before I make my report.
じゃあ元気だな。そうか、ホーソンってやつはもう死んでたが。じゃあパーツを探しに行きましょうか。このゲームは宇宙船あるってことは他の星とかも行けるのかな。まあ宇宙をなんか冒険する的なやつはないだろうから。はい、いいしね。あっしのない。死体が全然見当たらない。あった。間違えた。使っちゃった。まあ、いっか。住民死んでる。あれ俺撃ったのもしかして住民だったとかそういうことじゃないよね。 やっぱ読み込みで結構カックつくね。まあ、しょうがないのかな。お。ちゃんと街があるじゃないか。何これ。
Whoa, hey.
なん
Where'd
か
you
どこか
come
ら来た
from?
んだ。
Don't go ambling out in those hills. That's marauder territory, friend. Your pod? What are you on about? You take a bruise to the cranium? Ain't safe out here. You'd best head into town. Avail yourself of Edgewater's high walls and low prices. Pleased to make your acquaintanceship. I'd shake your hand, but I've been hauling corpses. You don't want none of that on you. Name's Silas. Junior in humor for the town of Edgewater. We're all part of the Spacer's Choice family. Definitely not the junior. If you've got business inquiries, you should stop by Reed Thompson's office. He's up in the... Look, you obviously ain't a worker. What's your racket? You a smart... Got a knack for being discreet-like? Edgewater is a company town, board-owned and operated. That includes the cemetery. None of us own our grave. Renting means money. Money means paperwork. Paperwork means signatures. Some of our family... Company policy. It was up to me.
お使い行きたくないな。お前ちょっと自分で言ってこいよ。
Quotas mostly. Got a backlog of...
あ、わかったわかった。じゃあ俺が行きゃいいんだ
still
ろ。
haven't paid up. Phyllis, Conrad, Ludwig, and Martin Abernathy. He just is. Conrad's got a barbershop in town. Phyllis works at the cannery most of. You'll find him in town.
なんだよ、こいつに話しかけたら、ようわからんクエストを受けちまったな。やっぱ重い。なんだこのゲーム。これ墓地か全部。墓地だらけすぎでしょ。もうなんかフォールアウトよりはなんかちゃんとした街なんだね。俺が今受けたサブクエストはどうすればいいんだ？サブクエストのマーカー出ないのかな、もしかして。なんか居場所について俺適当に聞き流しちゃったからわかんないんだけど。
I don't know you.
おたく誰？俺は奈良子だ。
Amelia Kim. Spacer's Choice. I don't know what you're about. Am I that easy to read? Yeah. If you're gonna have a drink, I'd like to ask that you do it within the premises. Coming right up.
商売スキル。お金全然持ってないじゃん。何それ
Never seen you here before. Welcome. What? No, I'm Winslow. What? I am in. Yep. Got my mitt stuck in a rotor wheel. Shredded my. Boss was real generous to me, though. Got myself a 5% discount. Hey, Conrad's a surgeon. Well, he's a barber.
やべえな。 床屋にズタズタになった手を縫ってもらった。ああ、銃しまえたわ。まあ、ようわからんからサイドクエストは忘れよう。メインクエストやりましょう。
The grease monkey, Argo?
I'm sorry, Mr. Thompson, sir. You asked why it's taking so long to fix. The answer's technical.
Don't apologize. Just try using small words for me.
The can's bust open in the oven because she's set to cook saltuna, which isn't what we've got. Mr. Thompson? I think there's someone here to see you.
Focus, Miss Holcomb. You and I are still talking. Let's start over. Walk me through the process. Show me where it's going awry.
Well, sure. It's, mostly on account of what we're feeding into the mechanism.
It puts food in cans. We have food, we have cans. Why won't it work like we need?
She's expecting saltuna of a certain size. We're filling the cans with, well, not fish.
Seems we've got a guest. Really now, Parvati, I do wish you'd spoken up. I do apologize. I was given no forewarning of your arrival, or I might have welcomed you at the gates myself. I'm Reed Thompson, Outpost Administrator. I cannot help but notice you are not in uniform. Yes, so it dawns on me. Seems I allowed my excitement to run away with my wits. Been a few seasons since we've had a visitor pass through.
Only regulator we've got is hooked up to the town transformer. Mr. Thompson ain't liable to be keen on dismantling it.
I beg your pardon. I am most emphatically not keen on any such thing. I can't let you have our power regulator. But I happen to know of another one. And I happen to know exactly how you may retrieve it without frying yourself in the process. My proposition benefits the both of us. Please, hear me out. There's a power regulator in the old botanical lab. It's mostly abandoned, so all that power is being squandered. Go down to the geothermal plant. Reroute power from the botanical district over to us. Once their power's shut down, you can have their regulator and be along on your way. I was not entirely sure how to tell you this. The botanical labs are not legally inhabited, but there are people who live there. No, I do not imagine they will be pleased. But like a parent disciplining an unruly child, you will be doing them a kindness. The people living in the botanical labs, they're deserters. Former workers. I need them back at their posts. I need them to come home. Good law, no, I don't want you killing anyone, least of all them. My hope is that by cutting off their power, you will convince those deserters to come back to town. Before you go to the plant, I want you to stop by the botanical lab. Speak to their leader, Adelaide. Tell her the power's about to go, and that it's time her band of deserters came back to town. Adelaide's older than the other deserters. She's dignified. That is not a hypothetical I enjoy entertaining. We need Adelaide back. We belong to one community, the Spacer's Choice family. If we dissolve into factions, then we will all perish.
My dad told me all about the plant. Taught me all he knew. I could come in useful. I mean, if that's all right with you, Mr. Thompson. Sir.
I hesitate to part ways with Miss Holcomb, but I cannot deny that she is talented and may prove useful to you. You will need an administrative passcode in order to enter the plant. I am trusting you with mine.
and trusting Miss Holcomb to guide you if you'd like.
仲間が
Great!
できるんだ。
I got my wrenches and diagnosticators and hairpins and engine tape, so I'm all set.
Well, I am glad to hear that. Best of luck to you, and thank you again for your help. It is a lot to ask of a stranger, I know.
よし。仲間が増えました。とりあえず、追い出す前に、施設にいる人たちの話を聞いてください。
We better clear out of Mr. Thompson's office before we talk.
自分の顔がさ、
Hey, mister, can we talk?
ん
Sorry. You just want to get out of here. It's just, Mr. Thompson has his own view on matters. On account of it's his... Oh, he ain't a liar. He believes every word he says. To Mr. Thompson, a person's a gear. It does its job quiet-like. If it squeaks or stutters... I don't know anybody well. I mostly listen to them talk. There was a boy named Thomas who used to follow me around, asking questions about the stuff I fixed. Life's hard here, especially for them that don't fit in so well. Mr. Thompson's aiming to take away their power. They'll have no lights to see, nor heat to cook. I think you should talk to the town's vicar about it. Max, his name is. About if what Mr. Thompson proposes to do is upright. And maybe he can think of something else to try. Something we ain't. It's just an idea. The mission's on the east side of town. You can't miss it. On account... Thanks, miss. I just think when you gotta make a decision that'll... That's what my dad...
あ、やべえ、盗んじゃった。完全に忘れてた。そうだった。この手のゲームにはそういう概念があったんだね。すげえなしょで盗んじゃったわ。牧師。
I've always felt weird in here. It's too clean.
居心地悪い場所に行かせようとすんだよ。
Yes, what is it? You're an outsider. Fantastic. Vicar Maximilian and Ms. Holcomb as well. How rare to see you out. And with a complete stranger.
Just tagging along, Vicar DeSoto. Don't mind me.
I so rarely get new people to talk to. Name your poison, anything at all. Spiritual counseling?
What? I thought you would talk to him.
No,
You wanted to speak to me, Ms. Holcomb? Every time I've tried to engage you in conversation, I can't imagine what would be so grave as to... Depriving them of safety from the marauders and wildlife. Ms. Holcomb has a soft heart. Always has. Assuming your goal is to save as many as possible, then you should bring everyone together. Send the power to Edgewater and convince the deserters to return to the fold. Not if things are left to stand. If you don't mind a bit of unsolicited advice. One of the reasons I transferred here was to fulfill my duty in hunting.
I happen to know such a book is, as we speak. My retrieval efforts have been thwarted by marauders who have overrun the property. Should you... It's a handwritten journal. A faded blue cover with the name M. Bakonu handwritten. I just want to keep the writing out of layman's hands. It wouldn't do for such... On the contrary, my position means that I am one of the few legally allowed to possess such items. I can assure you, you won't find another willing to risk imprisonment. Glad we see eye. Thank you. If you retrieve it, you can always find me.
なんか話してるとどんどん
Any progress?
サブクエストが受けてしまうね。
A religious text deemed heretical by the OSI is an unsafe object, because I'm also a collector of books.
よし。とりあえずはメインクエストを進めていきましょう。これ何？
Be right there.
何？今のところ完全にフォールアウトな感じだね。あ、向こうの方か。結構遠いね。今日は超兄貴の耐久を徹夜で見てしまった後だから、こうなんかもうちょいなんかこのバトルが発生してくれないと眠気が湧いてくるね。おっとー、待って。これは？あ、そういうこと？本当に攻撃してくれちゃうの？あれ敵全部死んだ？まだいるよね。はいはい。ライフが欲しいなぁ。手に入ってたりしないか。ここは発電所か。発電所の前に、植物実験場に行きましょう。お前らようしんどるな。ああ、見た目はここでしか変わらないんだ。何これ。 なるほどね。お、ライターサーブライフ。やっと良さげな武器が手に入ったんじゃないの？弾がない。弾がないな。これ持ってたら手に入んないかな。あれ、敵でしょ。あれ、ザコ。なんかもっと強いのかと思ったわ。素材みたいなの手に入るんだね。なんかよう下へ落ちとるね。これ時間経過だけか。会話の
I don't know you. Whatever you're looking for, it ain't here. Move along. Answers, huh? You must be one of those Yeah, that's us. And you can tell Top if you're gonna start wandering around my camp. Know that I got my... Over in the hothouse. Enough with the question. もうこれ会話すると絶対サブクエスト発生するやつでしょ。もう話さねえからな。If you're hungry, there's meat turning on the spit outside. If you're bearing illness, find a place to lay your head down and I'll fetch you a poultice. Whatever your troubles with Edgewater, leave them at the gates and be welcomed here. Any questions, dear? I have been called that, among other things. Green Thumb, grandmother, the strange old lady who keeps flowers. But yes, Adelaide will do just fine.
Excuse me, Miss McDevitt? Sorry, it's just... You got such pretty trees in here.
Why, thank you. You're Robert's girl, aren't you? I remember when you were but a sprout. Thomas speaks of you often. Are you staying long? You should try some of my tobaccorn tea. I brew it in an old spittoon, but it's been cleaned.
古い単語で入れた。やめてくれよ。
A home for anyone who's ever turned their backs on Edgewater. A home for those of us with nowhere left to go and nothing to lose. So, like the spores of the puffball, cast on the wind and alighting on fresh soil, we put down new roots. It is an unpleasant story, dear. But the short of it is that sometimes one wakes up and realizes the place that was once her home for much of her life has changed. The home in which we spent our lives has left us behind, and so we must move on. And that is as much as I will say on the subject. Reed Thompson, you here on behalf of that cold-eyed reptile? Let's hear it. What's Reed's idea of peace, then? I can't say I blame you. Reed is positively soporific. Like everything else that comes out of Edgewater, that peace offering is canned. I and my own are living just fine out here by ourselves. He would do such a thing. The question is, why would you agree to his plans? Cannery's got a regulator. You want ship parts, you ought to rip him out of the cannery's guts and leave us be. If you're going down to the plant, you should divert power away from Edgewater and toward our end of the grid. Think about it. You'd be liberating an entire town from a lifetime of service to that odious cannery. Seems the sort of thing a hero would do. You've seen that miserable excuse for a town with your own lamps. Hollowed out workers laboring their lives away at the cannery, living off whatever scraps Spacer's Choice throws them. You know that's true, don't you, Ms. Holcomb? Your father died of overwork. His heart gave out.
He was tired all the time, sure, but he was old, ma'am, and he raised me all by his lonesome.
Look what they did to this child. Lost her family to the company, and still she defends them.
I'm all right. I ain't so fragile.
That was unkind of me. I'm sorry, dear.
そうだぞ、お前。
It's not much of a living. Every single person in that town has sold themselves to Spacer's Choice. The company owns them. Body, blood, and bones. You've been there. You've seen it. All anyone ever does is toil over a cannery. They give their lives for some heartless corporation, and then they're tossed into a Spacer's Choice brand cemetery. Life in Edgewater grinds to a halt. The cannery shuts down, workers desert in droves, and our own little camp grows and thrives. You bring power to Reed's town and you'll be killing us. Reed knows it. He's counting on it. I trust you will listen to your conscience.
This ここの街の生活がね、良さそうならいいと思うんだけど。金歯。なんで金歯なのかもしれない。あ、やべえ、また盗んじゃった。やべえ、すげえナチュラルに盗んじゃう。フォールアウト76の。フォールアウト76のさ、これ。やーべえ。いやー、なんか逮捕されないからまだいいけどさ。
Anything else I can do for you? I am getting old, you know. These two lamps of mine are not as bright as they once were. Or I might have seen you for what you are. My dear, we are all visitors in a momentary universe. Our lives flicker in and out like the guttering of a flame. Here now, then gone. Me and mine are just carrying on as best we can. A little prattling never hurt anyone, dear. You might even catch a... I can't stop you from conducting your business down at the plant. I just want you to know that if you take our power away, you will have brought an end to our way of life. Not under Reed's watch. He and I would come to blows within a day, and he would never tolerate my tending to a garden. This is my home. It will be... That's because Reed was my boss. I was the cannery's one and only flavor specialist, you see. Remember that limited run of white chocolate saltuna? That was all me. My son worked in that cannery. When the plague started coming, he was one of the first to fall sick. We had a store of medicine locked away, but Reed refused to treat him. A fish rots from the head down. I do not blame the...
なるほどね。息子を殺されてるんだ。実質。いや、マジほんとこの盗むってのはやめてほしいな。フォールアウト76だと盗むっていう概念がなくなってるからさ。もうこういうアイテムはひたすら取ってくのが普通なんだけど。あ、まだもうこの辺探索すんのやめよう。全部盗むになる。あ、これは大丈夫なんだ。ああ、こういうフルーツが普通に手に入るんだったら、この辺の生活悪くなさそうだよね。
Oh, didn't see you there. I was... Whoa, Miss Parvati.
Are you,
Great, just great. I've been trying to keep stuff...
Oh, gosh, no, I...
Are you from town? I'm... Well, what I meant... Sorry, just... Fact is, I've been, well, lying. To everybody here. I'll take all the help I can get. I set my mind to learn... You ever heard of the Young Spacer's Guide to Mechanical Engineering? Comes in a...
Those are good. My dad kept a copy with him when he was working in the camp.
I know the old community center kept a copy. Should find another. Would you?
盗むになるんだね。よし、なんか街で探索すると犯罪になるっぽいからやめよう。なぜか警備員が来ないけど、お前警備員だろ。いいの？俺盗んだよ。なるほど。偶数レベルで手に入るとか、パークは。まあ、しかし今の会話の流れからすると、街のやつは、ダメだね。名前忘れちゃったけど、トップの人は。ブラック企業であれば。ブラック企業は尽くしましょう。
I always wanted to poke around in here.
さて、どう入るんだい？ 受付の人死んでるけど。こっちからかな。あ、受付の人じゃない。どこなのか。おっと勝てんの勝てんのお前。科学者死んどるやん。まあね、家族をね、ないがしろにするね、経営者はね、ブラックですよ。ピッキングダメなの？
Yeah, huh? That's on account of how... I don't rightly know. She was in another division of the Spacer's Choice family. Her contract said any kids she had, expected or not, belonged to her office. I don't know about normal. Dad said she worked... It's sensible. Dad just fixed machines. She did some kind of crazy math, high-level stuff. He's just interested in fixing stuff. He always used to follow me around, ask... I'm just glad he's alive. That he's okay. I mean, when Mr. Thompson said, if he wants to learn about engineering, you should help him get those data pads he wants. I'd like... You mean about the mission being... I know, but Vickers says the universe... Real machines have gunked up oil. The machine Vickers sees is one ain't never been run. It's not... Fixing the universe is a...
ピッキング人に見られちゃいけないってあったけど、仲間は大丈夫なのかな。あ、やべえ、急に眠気が来たな。とりあえずこの電力問題解決したら終わろうかな。
I know how to raise persons.
Watch out!
硬い硬い硬い硬い。パールバティさんめっちゃ HP ないけど大丈夫お前。やられたんだけど大丈夫あれ。あ、大丈夫か。よかった。これは何？自動販売機。とりあえずこの辺のゴミを売ろう。ジャンク品を売る。売る。で、武器の弾を 今俺が使ってる弾は何なんだ？ああ、これは銃の方か。なるほど。じゃあ、銃の弾を、あ、これあれなんだ。上限あるんだ。なるほどね。いい防具が売ってるけど、買えないね。お金がないです。分解ってのもなんか使った方がいいのかな。これは拾える箱じゃないのか。なんかできるな。どうだろう。来た。すぐやられるね、君は。どれ。ああ、目がしばしばする。やっぱ寝た方がいいね。
The control room should be ahead somewhere and a touch to the right. I hope we're doing the right thing.
こっちか。どうだ？どうだ？当てられたよ。早いね。操作先の変更、これか。3つの分岐のスイッチを入れてください。はいはい。どこだ
？3 switches. That'll be easy enough.
そっちからに行けんのか。このネズミマウスは使うの？何これ？鍵が足りないってこともあるし。ドアを。 もしかしてこのピッキングなんか自動でやってくれるけど、アイテム消費は必ずしますよ。これエネルギー兵器だったらあれなんだな。完成するのかな。硬いんだよね、敵が。これで殴るっていう話かもしれないけど。あれ通れない。
I'm expecting the...
柔らかい部位ないのかな。まあなくなっちまうわ、こんな硬すぎて。あ、なんか今ダメージ通った。もしかしてあれかな、後ろよう人も死んどる。
Two more. What'll happen to Miss McDevitt's folk if we send power to the Vale?
ちょっと怖いからセーブしとこう。何？なんかいるの？あ？なんかいるな。薬中かな？
Mind the steam. You're liable to get scalded.
はいはい。まあ、気をつけるのはお前やな。ああ、グレネードとか欲しいわ、これ。
Processing.
Here they come!
Beginning security patrol.
ほら、どんなことだべ。やっぱ後ろだな、これ。若干。だって物理の方が早いな。どこになるの？いたいたいた、後ろや。ケツや。俺のケツが来られてる。ああ、これで蒸気にしまったんだ。ほんとよう人もしんどるね。何も改造武器も持ってない。おう。これ良さそうじゃん。あ、良さそうじゃんってあいつの武器か。こんないいの持ってるんだ、あいつ。なんか、没収してもいいかもしれないけど。没収してみようかな。ヒュッ。で、俺が装備すると。何 君には過ぎた代物ですよ。なんかついてんのこれ。なんかついてるね。やめとこう。なんかこれの方が強そうな気がする。銃で生活したいのに弾がない。フォールアウトあるあるみたいな。
If we send the power to Miss McDevitt, what happens to the rail?
ほら、ぶっ殺したるでー。オーケー。ほらほらほらほら。どこだどこだ。どこだ。こっちか。またやるなんだ。まだいる？気のせいか。はい、オッケー。あ、まだいる？よしね。パス。お前死にすぎやな。でもこのゲームはあれだね。HP 回復のやつ積んでるから、割とスティームパックを使わないで、そうね。19個も余ってる。どこ？こっち？こっちか。あれ、閉じられてる。はい。ネズミランド。これもしかして拾える？あ、拾えるね。あ、やっぱ消費型なんだ。なんだよ、必ず消費されちゃうんだったら、なんかフォールアウトの、あれの好きだわ。
Once we do this, there's no going back.
これやったらまあ、ともときできない。
Hey, mister? Look, I know you want your power regulator and all, but I just gotta ask you. Do you understand what you're about to do?
何をしようとしてるのか分かってるのって。じゃあまずお前の意見
I
を
don't
聞か
think
せ
you
て。
should cut off Edgewater's power. I think it would be cruel. I'm sorry. That just sort of came out all at once. Edgewater's hurting. We've been losing workers year after year, and corporate hardly ever sends replacements. There's barely enough Saltuna to fill our bellies anymore. But the town's got some good people in it. Decent, hard-working folk just living their lives the only way they know how. They don't deserve to be punished. Miss McDevitt's built something beautiful. Somehow she's talked the ground into giving life again. It's plain to see she's made the Vale a better place. Fed the hungry, tended the sick. Gave a home to those that had none. But Miss McDevitt delights in Edgewater's suffering. She wants to hurt the town. Do you really want to be party to that kind of hatred? That sure sounds like Mr. Thompson. If he was standing here, I imagine he'd remind us of how we're all one big, happy Spacer's Choice family. In Mr. Thompson's eyes, those deserters are still part of the Spacer's Choice family. The family must work together in order to survive. I hate to say it, but I think Mr. Thompson's got a point. Unless those deserters come back, Edgewater's as good as dead. Cutting off their power might be the only way. Sorry, I didn't mean to babble on like that. I felt like I had to say something. Really? I mean, wow. Thanks. No one's ever told me those words in that order.
これさ、もう俺の船を動かすの諦めたらどう？割と真面目に。ブラック企業を潰すってのはありかなと思ったけど、確かにね、そこで生活してる人たちが路頭に迷うからな。でもブラック企業の方を許せないというか、ただ、あのおばあちゃんが復讐したいだけという気持ちもわからなくもない。わからなくもない。いやでもな、どっちが人間らしい生活かって言ったら多分おばあちゃんの方なんだよね。よし、あのブラック企業の社長に、雇われ社長に復讐しようぜ。やっちまったな。やっちまったな。あれパルパティどこ行ったの？
I can't stop thinking on Edgewater, Captain. I'm glad the deserter.
さあ、リーダーのところに戻りましょう。いやー、この辺やっぱニューベガスのところって感じだね。ここのビリビリ消さない。ほら。ほら。消さない。じゃあまた裏打ちから出ますからね。あ、ここを消すんじゃないのかいいよ。ハッキング。セキュリティも高いよ。まあ正直、こんな裏口から回るよってレベルのあれだから、ハッキングのあれ使うことはなかったんじゃないのっていう。まあでも、フォールアウトの世界みたいにね、そんな絶望的な世界じゃないから、緑もあるし。街のみんなもね、正直、お酒に依存して生きてるような連中みたいな感じだったから、いいんじゃないのかな。さあ、まだ別にあれだよね。バッテリーはあるわけだよね。
Edgewater's experiencing what we in the profession like to call a quandary.
Yes, Mr. Thompson. I'm fine, Mr. Thompson. Never been healthier.
どこだ？こっちか。
Are we getting paid or not?
Any loss of productivity will be deducted from your pay.
これが缶詰工場か。こんな場所で一生働くかって言われたら俺は嫌だな。
You want to know what gets my bile churning?
Oh.
Edgewater has suffered a cavalcade of disasters, plague, marauders, desertion. Then you wandered in town. And I was so damn sure our luck was starting to turn. I never knew how right I was. Just answer one question for me. Why'd you do it?
なぜあんなことをした？
That power regulator is company property. Whatever you were hoping to find down here, I advise you to turn around and leave. I have got guards posted with orders to fire on you. All right, easy now. Let's not do anything we'll regret. I'll order my guards to stand down. Take what you came for and then leave us be.
Okay. 平和的解決だね。スキル。やっぱ会話系はね、ある程度あると楽には進めるね。前転いるかなと思ったけど、そもそも銃でやるんだったらいらないか。この辺7振って、とりあえず、どうしようかな。6ピックのやつはあげるか。あ、これ上げていくと奇襲攻撃もできるんだ。なるほどね。これ割と重要なのではないか。まあ、実は全然いらないとかそういう説もね、あるけどね。よーし。
Don't make me report you to this. I don't know how long we'll last without power.
Don't make me report you to Mr. Thompson.
What are we supposed to do now?
Exercise patience and contemplate the scriptures. Got my hands full at the moment. Make it quick, please.
今日か。なるほどね。はいはい。はい、じゃあ、こんなところでね、なんか、大したバトル展開もなく、盛り上がりに欠ける、非常にかったるい配信になってしまったことだけ反省しなければいけない。だからこのゲーム多分まともにやろうとすると全部がそんな感じの配信になってしまうから、このカクカク具合も相まって、これはもう配信しない方がいいのではないのかという感じがね、ものすごいあるね。ちょっと次回配信するかどうかは少し考えよう。せめてもうちょっとね、ぬるぬるな感じに配信できれば、配信してもいいかなと思うんだけど。乱暴プレイだったらね、もうちょいね、なんかね、楽しめたかもしれないけど、とはいえな、ニューベガス系を楽しむんだったらやっぱ、ね、こういうトーク系のところのやつをスキル上げてなんとかしていきたいなっていう感じもあったし、非常に悩ましいところでした。ってな感じで今日はもうクソ眠いので終わります。ほんじゃまた。さようなら。